When I walk in the room, watch the envy go. Essentials only keep it real, no stress. Go from the roots, yeah, we shine, nothing less. Drip so divine, body magic in the air. She-Maker got the vibe, self-love everywhere. Essentials only keep it real, no stress. Go from the roots, yeah, we shine, nothing less. Drip so divine, body magic in the air. She-Maker got the vibe, self-love everywhere. Essentials only keep it real, no stress.
Every generation is carried by people who don't wait for recognition to do what's right. They fix, feed, guide, mend, and protect without cameras or credit. In 2025, when everything is scripted and everyone's chasing visibility or clout, these people remain rooted in purpose. They're transforming. Their names might never be mentioned or recognized, but their fingerprints are on every life that still has direction. This is for them, for you, the people who keep the world from falling apart, one act of devotion at a time. Because behind every visible success is someone unseen who kept it all alive. This is your story, their story, and it's my responsibility today to bring this forward in hopes that we finally see you in them. Welcome to Blended Healing. Unsung heroes. The unrecognized putting in that work. The one for the many. And you know who you are. You know who you are. Deep bow and ashe to each and every one of you. You don't see him at first because this world isn't built to notice what holds it up. The happenings of 2025 keeps eyes fixed on trending topics, the titles, the people rehearsed in their shine. Behind all of that, there's a movement beating very steady. The ones putting in that real work, the unrecognized, the hands that repair what others break. They don't wait for recognition. They move because something in them can't ignore what's needing, what needs to be done. Their presence keeps homes warm, streets safe, and communities alive. Every block, borough, parish, city, and town has them. The teacher sliding notebooks to kids whose family can't even afford the supplies. The nurse covering an extra shift. The older cousin or fam raising someone else's child because no one else could. The barber keeping his chair open for people who need more than a haircut. The woman serving hot meals from her kitchen just because she remembers what hunger feels like. They move like that, consistent, unseen, and powerful. These people keep holding it together because they know if they stop, the community may break. They just call it what needs to be done. in this current moment where people are seeking photo ops. These people right here, you are the heartbeat of what's real. You take what little that you got and make it stretch into something that saves others. It's just impact. They are the reason the next generation still has examples to look to. You call it purpose or continuation. Either way, their work reminds us that endurance is a language too, one spoken by those who build instead of boast. This is for you. Your actions hit. You are the one for the many. The reason you still rise after being overlooked. And when they really see you, they realize you were never invisible. The world just never looked close enough. Do you feel me? Salute to you. For real, for real. The unsung hero. The one for the many. I'll be right back after this.
Indian trails to the freeways. We make the hustle look easy. Trapping ferns all season. The way we push our line. Yeah, we are still the people from those times. Yeah, through it all we continue to shine. 'Cause Indian trails make freeways over time. Trials make freeways over time.
I feel the ancestors, they still with us. They give us the fight when we in the field with it. Blood on the foundation, we build with it. The echoes of the past shapes the mold. From the cotton to the concrete, the story's been told. I let the real American Indian story unfold. Paint pictures with the flames, let it burn in your soul. We carved from the land, they tried to erase us from one wave of the hand, but still we stand. How you doing the treaty? That ain't your man, the game was planned. They drew them lines, and on them trails they see the world through an Indian's eyes. They say the colonizer came, and the Indian died. But I told you we still here, it's time to instill fear for thinking they can come near an aborigine. Our family legacies is deep in our memories. Cherokee, Chickasaw, and Choctaw, fucking with the chiefs and get you knocked off. The warrior spirit still inside, granny strength with granddaddy's pride, and them stories that was left behind. This is my path, and I'ma finish this trail in due time. Ain't nothing fucking with my bloodline, we shine, it's part of my design.
Indian trails to the freeways. We make the hustle look easy. Trapping ferns all season. The way we push our line.
Salute to the family, salute to the network, salute to the COC. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. As some of us are still on hiatus, you know, Blended come and go as she please, so you never know when I might pop up. That might be a good or a bad thing, but whatever. This ain't about that. This is about this. This is about those unsung heroes, the one for the many. You know, the hardest part about being that type of person, the one who steps up when everybody else turns away, is that the world rarely makes space for your kind of consistency. People celebrate the flash, but the work behind it get overlooked, pushed into the background like scenery. And still every morning, those same hands rise again. They show up. It's that certain people that are wired to hold things together even when they're running on fumes. Let's talk about it. There's a loneliness that comes with that kind of purpose. You start realizing how much of your contribution exists in the shadows. You start seeing how often you're used as the example of strength, but never given the relief that you deserve. Being dependable means people stop checking if you okay. They assume that you'll always handle it. And in a world that looks up to the glitz and the glamour, the flashing of the money, right, to what they got, people forget that strength without rest turns into stress and strain. But still, you keep going. You help the lost find their footing. You feed those who come empty, and you make something from nothing again and again. The truth is, you learned a long time ago that love isn't always a feeling, it's an action. And then you sit back and you question if anybody even sees you or if what you're doing really matters. But then there's that one person whose eyes light up because of something that you did or said. You are assuring that someone else can breathe easier tomorrow because you didn't cave in today. And that's the truth about this kind of labor. It shapes everything. Without it, families fall apart. Communities turn to dust and dreams start fading. And the work might not make the news, but it keeps the lights on, literally and spiritually. And maybe that's what separates you, the one that's doing it for everyone else. And perhaps you will eventually understand that the reward is already built into the act itself. To see someone rise because you refuse to fall back. I'm not keeping you long today. I'm not. I just had to say what I have to say because every generation has carried a version of this. Though the names and the circumstances change, the same pulse of the ancestors run through us now. The people who refuse to give up on the community, who take what little that they got and make something real out of it. You're walking proof of that. You move like history taught you something. They move with the kind of intention that can't be processed. This continuation of effort, insistence on building, is what connects every messed up story and every victory that we ever had. It's about refusing to let the hardship define the whole story. That same energy that pushed our people through the worst is still here, inside of us. The unrecognized workers of today are the modern storytellers, the griots, keeping record through action instead of words. And every time you teach without pay, heal without title, organize without position or give without expectation. That's your heritage moving through you. This is real power that doesn't expire because it's built on truth. Sometimes, I think about how many names were never written down, how many hands held things together, and yet, here we are, proof that what they did mattered. The road we walk now is paved with unseen effort. They made room for us to stand, and now it's on us to do the same for whoever comes next. This is deciding what we're going to add. Because at the end of the day, the unrecognized have always been the architects. You've always been an architect. Every act of care, every hour spent holding something down is what we call community. And the more that we honor that truth, the harder it becomes for anyone else to erase it. The same hands that pick cotton now build empires, speak truth into microphones and boardrooms. The work never ended. It just changed form. Ashe? All right. I'll be right back after this.
Skin like velvet, oils got me blessed. Every drop a ritual, every move finesse. Candles lit steady, aura set high. When I walk in the room, watch the envy go. Essentials only keep it real, no stress. Glow from the roots, yeah we shine, nothing less. Drip so divine, body magic in the air. Chimeka got the vibe. She rooted in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet pork, come like teas. Queen Kels with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plant to place, you walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, this ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow, yeah. She dropped that lemon balm in the brew. Talk to the leaves like they kinfolk too.
I would like to thank Queen Kels for joining the Shamaka Essentials family. We are now in 3 locations. The main, which is me. Visit the website. We're also down in Alexandria, Louisiana, Shamaka Essential Gulf Coast with Southern Bell LLC, a whole dynamic person by herself, an acclaimed tattoo artist, where you can go get art as well as something to make you feel good and smell good and give you a little boost while you're there. And then we have Shamaka Essential South with Queen Kels, a holistic healer all in her own right. Make sure you visit www.shamakaessentials.com. We a whole.com. We a whole family now. Ashe. Let me wrap this up. There comes a point when being unrecognized stops feeling invisible and starts feeling like you've been insulted. Whole movements depend on people who just have determination, and still their names rarely get called when the credit gets passed around. The imbalance is dangerous because when people feel unseen for too long, they stop volunteering their strength. They start saving it just for themselves. And when that happens, whole communities begin to collapse from the inside out. Look around. Look around in 2025. Nonprofits burning out their best people. City programs underpaying the same hands they brag about. These social circles taking advantage of the friend who always has it handled. It's exploitation. When those same people finally slow down or say no, they're treated like they fell off, when truthfully, they just reached their threshold. And this is where the reckoning begins. The realization that you will get lost on them real quick than you think. There has to be a change from being used to some type of appreciation. If you're lucky, you'll get that. But 9 times out of 10, you won't. We have got to do better and check on the ones holding it down when no one else will. I could name off the top of my head so many content creators that do so much, and you would never know. You would never know. I want to let you know today that I appreciate you. I see you. We have got to do better. You got to show yourself and others genuine care. You see, renewal starts when we start seeing people again through their presence. When we stop assuming help is endless and start offering it back. Every unrecognized person deserves more than what they get. They deserve support. The same people who fill the gaps shouldn't be falling through them. You feel me? And that means we as a collective have to work. We got work to do. To name the contributions of the unsung heroes that built us and stop mistaking humility for invisibility. The unrecognized aren't background dancers or singers. Renewal demands that we repair how we treat each other and how we speak about effort and how we define value. The truth is that recognition doesn't cost a damn dime. A thank you, some sort of gesture, a shared credit. It keeps people fueled. But the problem is deeper than gratitude. The relationships we take for granted and rely on invisible labor and call it culture. We need to flip that completely. Build cultures where contribution is visible, supported, and rotated. No more one-way giving. No more people emptying themselves for the illusion of unity. Renewal is accountability in motion. It's looking around and asking who's always holding a line and how you can lighten their load. It's redefining leadership as service, not spotlight. It's making sure every person who gives has room to receive. Because once the unrecognized start getting their due, everything else starts to move differently. The energy changes, and the cycle of depletion finally breaks like chains. This is about balance. Renewal demands that we stop that pattern in its tracks and replace it with something real. Reciprocity. Reciprocity. If someone gives, someone else gives back. If someone builds, someone else maintains. If someone teaches, someone listens. And that's how communities sustain themselves. And in that, we reclaim something we lost. The sense that we owe each other care. Renewal is making sure that they never, making sure that you never have to carry that yes alone again. Every generation needs a reminder, and this is ours. The world you wake up in each morning still runs on the steady hands of the unrecognized. Regular people decide every day that they're responsible for more than themselves. We talk about change like it's a dream, but change is already here. It wears work boots, carries tote bags, cooks, sweeps, mentors, repairs, protests, and prays. It does what has to be done without waiting. That's where our duty comes in, to start seeing what's been unseen, to say the names that never make the list, to remind those who keep us standing that we notice. The call now is simple but demanding. Protect your community protectors. Pour back into the ones who pour into everybody else. Make appreciation a habit. When you see someone holding everything together, don't just give them a head nod. Step in. Ask what they need. Bring a meal. Offer some time. Give them room to breathe. And for those who are that person, the giver, the doer, the backbone, know this. Your work is seen, even if it isn't broadcasted. You have kept generations alive with your persistence. Don't let this culture of temporary validation convince you that your contribution is small. Every act of care you give outlives longer than you think. Let this be an open door. When we start honoring each other in real time, recognition is justice. So look around. Notice who's always there. Say thank you and mean it. Because the one for the many deserves to be the many for the one. And that's the call. And I'm done. That's it and that's all. I said I wasn't keeping you long, but I had to get that off my chest. Things come up, and I just start seeing things with a different eye, with a different lens, as they call it, But here we are. I see you. I see you. I see you. Be well, stay safe, take care of each other. Unsung heroes, the one for the many. Now it's time for the many to be for the one. I'll see you around. Peace.
Smile like a soldier's shield, but I know the weight that the silence conceals. You carry storms you don't name out loud, drowning in the dark while you stand so proud. I see the tremble you try to erase, every shadow written on your face. You hide the tears, but I feel the flood. You call it strength, I call it too much. I see your emotions, you try hard to hide the battles you fight, the pride you confide. Take it all on, but it's breaking you down. I just wanna hold you, don't have to be strong now. Your laughter cracks like a window pane, letting me glimpse all the hidden